Hey, this is Joe Boris, and I'm doing Song Talk, which is regards to promoting my new CD called Joe Boris Anthology. There's 30 songs recorded, and I'm doing 30 of these sessions, and they're going to explain a little bit about what the song's about, and also maybe who's playing on it and some of the recording details that went through it. And in this session of Song Talks, we're going to be talking about track 16, Trials and Tribulations. This song came about, I guess, through a time where the band I was in was going through a couple band member changes, and you put this much time and effort into a project, especially when you're writing. It's very emotional. It's like, obviously, it's a relationship. So, losing members, you kind of tend to see whether or not things are there for a purpose, things are there for a certain length of time, maybe things are there permanently, which nothing is permanent. Everyone knows that, especially if you're a Buddhist. So there's a couple ideas that were going through my head probably at that time. And, one of them, our drummer just had some issues, and he had to leave, and it was a big loss for us. And moving forward from there, we did. But even still, you're in your mind, you have these things going on, and this whole thoughts of permanence. How things are going to work out. Is it worth working on something this hard? What's going to happen? Deep down inside, you feel that you are blessed. You're able to perform and play with these individuals and play music and art, and especially to write. So there's a couple lines. The one line where the Jack says to the Joker, "Won't you read that hidden note?" I guess for me, at the end, he tells him that in times in life you try too hard, you're going to bring on your own end. So once again, it goes to the point where even in a relationship, sometimes when it's not working, you just sit there and crunch it even harder. It just makes things worse. So going through my head, should I keep crunching this project or not? And then there's a little lighter note of it. A friend of mine at the time, she was real nice and bubbly, kind of like a Stevie Nicks character, and she was kind of probably inspiration for Mary. And Mary says as she's dancing in the rain in the second verse that you can see there's times in life when you find yourself when things seem so insane, and sometimes that's the case. Maybe you have to go ahead and erase everything that's going on in your head that you think you can control, because you can't. So anyhow, enough talking. So we're going to do an acoustic version of this, kind of stripped down. It kind of goes like this. Jack said to the Joker, "Won't you read that hidden note?" The Joker looked upon him and said, "Nah, Jack, it's just a joke." But Jack was quite persistent, though he read it in the end. Said, "In times in life you try too hard, you're gonna bring on your own den." And it was over right from the start, lighting candles in the wind. You couldn't possibly begin. Then you walked over with that spark. It's when the seasons start to change, the time gets rearranged, and falling over your heart. Mary looked down at me. She said, "You seem quite ashamed. You know I'm counting my resistance on this pocket full of change." She said, now don't be silly. And then she danced out in the rain. See, there's times in life you find yourself when things seem so insane. And it was over right from the start, lighting candles in the wind. Couldn't possibly begin. And you walked over with that spark. It's when the seasons start to change, the time gets rearranged. I'm falling over, falling over your heart. Falling over, falling over, falling over. Falling over, falling over, falling over. There's a lot of memories there. Yes. Yeah. Well, that was the acoustic version of it, slightly different than the studio version. Got to say though that the studio version has some really great highlights on it. I was blessed that I met this girl at the time, Katie Schmidt, who is now Katie Perlman, and also this great keyboard player, which was Jeff Perlman. So one good thing came out of that project was that they both met, and now they're happily married. And Katie's doing quite well with her projects, and Jeff has always been doing quite well with his projects. So it's a blessing to be involved with both of them. And on this take, Jeff has some incredible keyboard skills that goes on in the beginning for the intro and throughout the song. And Katie's vocals are incredible. So I was blessed to run into both of those characters. And also blessed that they're on the CD. And, you know, also the song like this, the drums are a big thing where, you know, you don't think about it, but the timing to have everything work in perfect time with the drums being sparse in certain locations is difficult. And I was blessed to be with, at that point, that was our new drummer. And his name was Alzy Cisco. And it's you know, along this path, it's been quite interesting putting this together and rehashing and these memories. So I hope you enjoyed that. And once again, I'm Joe Boris. Keep in touch. I'm on YouTube. I'm everywhere, I guess. And you can find me at j-boris.com, joeboris.com. Thank you, and have a blessed day.